Hi, you guys. Hello. I have some exciting things to share with you today. Let me just go grab it. I'll be right back. Look what came in the mail. So, this is a package from Bookoutlet. I've never shopped here before. I don't know what to expect. Well, they're books, so I'm very excited. Usually, I never do this type of purchasing. I've never ordered multiple books at once. I usually only ordered like one or two because I'm afraid that I'll just have them pile up. What if I don't finish it, you know? Yeah, but this time I got influenced into making a little purchase in this website. The prices were so under what I'm used to. This is one of the reasons why I completely switched over to Kindle. Books are more affordable in there. To get an actual book in Canada, you'd have to pay like $23.99 or $17.99 Canadian dollars, and it's just, I don't know, at some point it was getting out of hand. And I love physical books. I also love reading on Kindle equally because I'm able to annotate and then I'm able to look things up, and I don't know, I feel like, yeah, both of them are equally good, but I did miss reading physical copies. I've been craving some physical books, and I've finally made the purchase. I ordered a total of 6 books, and I can't wait to share them with you. So, yeah. I see them. Look. So these are all the books I ordered. Eyes up here. So let's go through it and let me try to explain why I got these books the best I can. I've got a bunch of popular books, but also ones that I simply wanted to get because of what was in its back. So the first one I got is A Blood of Dowry by S.T. Gibson. I meant to say a dowry of blood. A dowry of blood. I don't know how that got twisted up. This book is about Constanta, Dracula's first bride. Here's something you might want to know about me. Ever since I was little, I've always had a thing for Dracula. I know he's a gigantic red flag, but you know what? It's okay because he's fictional. He is, isn't he? Well, I hope he is, because he's done some terrible things. And this book is about looking at him through her point of view. Let me just read the back, because I'm really bad at explaining stuff. I'm trying though. So it says, "This is my last love letter to you, though some would call it a confession. Saved from the brink of death by a mysterious stranger, Constanta is transformed from a medieval peasant into a bride fit for an undying king. But when Dracula draws a cunning aristocrat and a starving artist into his web of passion and deceit, Constanta realizes that her beloved is capable of terrible things." You know, I just had to pick it up. I just had to. Finding comfort in the arms of a rival consort, she begins to unravel their husband's dark secrets. With the lives of everyone she loves on the line, Constanta will have to choose between her own freedom and her love for her husband. But bonds forged by blood can be broken only by death. Damn. Okay, first of all, Dracula sounds interesting. Like, you got me there. You didn't have to do much. You don't have to ask me twice. But death? See, you might find that death is like a theme, like a tiny theme at least, in this book haul. I'm sorry. I am doing okay. Something about an impending doom just allures me. Yeah, so can't wait to read this. I'll probably save this for winter because, yeah, I don't know. Something about the weather and the vibes. Maybe October. Maybe October is like a perfect time to read this. We'll see. I can't wait though. The next one is This Is How You Lose the Time War by two authors. That was like one of the reasons I picked it up. It's by Amal El Mokhtar and Max Gladstone. I'm kind of nervous about reading this, but I've seen so many people recommend this book. It's a pretty short book, so that's another reason I picked it up. Apparently the writing style is very interesting, so yeah, I can't wait. Also, something happened here. There's an ink mark. It'll probably bother me later, but okay, it's okay. It's okay. Moving on, we have The Death of Vivek Oji by Akwaeke Emezi. I hope I said that right. I did watch a video of the author saying her own name. I hope I didn't butcher it. This one put me into a spiral of thoughts just by reading what's on the sleeve. Look, read. It says, what does it mean for a family to lose a child they never really knew? That's something I've never thought about until now, and I really wanted to know more. That's basically why I picked it up. And the cover looks absolutely beautiful. So The Death of Vivek Oji. I'm pretty sure this is a bit on the harsher end of things. So if you decide to pick it up, you should most likely check out the trigger warnings and whatnot. I can't wait. And then I have a popular book talk book, I guess. Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I've read a few other books by Emily Henry and I love her writing. But the thing with this one is it actually sounds very depressing. It's about Nora Stevens, who is a literary critic. She's very workaholic and her life is basically in between pages. And her sister Libby forces her to go for Southern California trip for a month, hoping that she will have some transformation. But instead, she keeps running into this man whose name is Charlie Lastra. He is described as a bookish, brooding editor from back in the city. He also sounds equally bland, and it says it would be a meet cute if not for the fact that they've met many times and it's never been cute. I don't know, something about this makes me feel like this book will surprise me, so that's why I picked it up. And I also love Emily Henry's writing. It's very beautiful and I can't wait to read this. The next one is Paris Without Her by Gregory Curtis. This one, when I was reading about this book online, it really reminded me of A Man Called Otto by Frederick Backman. And if you know me, you know that I'm a sucker for that book. That book had a reverberating impact on me. It was not what I expected going in, and I was not who I expected coming out reading that book. Yeah, so I've been on the lookout for books like that. And on top of that, this is not fiction, it's a memoir. Anyway, let me read this to you. At the age of 66, after 35 years of marriage, Gregory Curtis finds himself a widower. Tracy, whom he fell in love with the moment he saw her, has succumbed to a long battle with cancer. Paralyzed by grief, agonized by social interactions, Curtis turns to watching magic lessons on DVD. A pathetic, almost comical substitute for his evenings with Tracy. To break the spell, he returns to the place where he had the best, happiest times of his life. As he navigates the storied city and contemplates his new future, Curtis relives his days in Paris with Tracy, piecing together the portrait of a woman, a marriage, parenthood, and his life's great love through the memories of 6 unforgettable trips to the City of Light. Paris Without Her is a work of tremendous courage and insight, an ode to the lovely woman who was his wife, to a magnificent city, and to the self we might invent and reinvent there. Sounds very much up my alley. I feel like this book would break me, but at the same time, I feel like I would learn a lot from this book. I love exploring stories of someone who is trying to make light out of a difficult situation, and this sounds exactly that. And yeah, I am very excited to read this. This will definitely be one of those books I read first. out of this pile. Yeah, finally. I've been wanting to read this book for the longest time. This is also a memoir. It's called Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. When I read online, it said that this memoir is about growing up, growing older, and learning to navigate friendships, jobs, loss, and love along the way. I feel like that's everything I could definitely benefit learning more from. I've seen many people recommend this book, and I can't wait to read it. I'm in my 20s now, and I don't know, I feel like I'm going through phases of really intense emotional changes, or confusions rather, and I'm not seeking answers in this one book per se. I'm seeking them regardless, but I feel like books like these can definitely help. Well, at least that's my hope going into it. Yeah, I will definitely come back to you with a more deepened understanding of these books once I'm done reading them, and I will be able to recommend these books to you in a better way. Right now, I just wanted to merely share them with you, share my excitement with you, and thank you for letting me do that. Thank you for watching this video. These were all of the books. Are they upside down? I have no idea. Are they? They look fine to me. There you go. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you wanted to watch videos of my book recommendations and whatnot, check out a playlist that'll probably pop up in the screen sometime now. But other than that, I hope you have a really amazing rest of the week. And if you have any book suggestions for me, now that we're besties, I feel like we can suggest books to each other. It doesn't have to be one-sided. Come on, guys. Always looking for books. And I would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and I love you. Bye.